All right, let's talk about something that gets a lot of people stuck before they even start. With all the investing apps out there, which one is actually right for you? We're going to figure that out.
Yeah, if you've ever opened the App Store, typed in investing, and just felt your brain shut down, you're not alone. I mean, it feels like there's a new one popping up every single week, right? All of them screaming that they're the best. It's, a lot. But don't worry, we're going to cut through all that noise today.
And honestly, this quote right here, it just nails why this conversation is so important. Gen Z is kind of done with the old way of doing things. And with rent, student loans, everything, waiting for that perfect moment or until you have enough money, that's just not realistic anymore. The smartest thing you can possibly do is just start. So to make this super easy, we're going to use what I'm calling the first-timers filter. It's basically a simple 3-part checklist. And by the end, you'll be able to sift through all those options and pick an app that you feel genuinely good about. No more just guessing and hoping for the best. Okay, filter number 1, the vibe check. This is all about how the app feels, you know? When you open it up, does it make you feel smart and like, yeah, I can do this? Or does it feel like you need a PhD in finance just to figure out what button to press?
So you've basically got two main flavors here. On one side, you have the plug-and-play apps, like Robinhood and Public. They're built for your phone first, with super clean, simple designs. It really is like TikTok meets investing. And then on the other side, you've got the room-to-grow apps like Fidelity or Webull. These guys are packed with powerful research tools, advanced charts, the whole 9 yards. Now, they can feel like a lot at first, for sure, but the trade-off is you're probably never going to outgrow them. The most important thing here is just being honest about what feels right for you right now.
Okay, let's move on to filter number 2, the price tag. This one is huge because you see commission-free trading plastered everywhere, but that doesn't always mean it's actually, free. We got to look a little deeper to see what you're really paying.
Just take a look at this. You can see right away how different these free apps can be. So Acorns has a straightforward monthly subscription, like $3 to $5. That's simple, but hey, if you're only starting with $50, that fee is a pretty big chunk of your balance, right? Then you've got Robinhood, which is famously free. But they make their money through something called payment for order flow, and we'll get to that in a sec. And then there are the more traditional guys, like Fidelity. No account fees, which is awesome, but you still got to keep an eye out for expense ratios on certain funds you might buy.
So what on earth is payment for order flow, or PFOF? Okay, here's the simple version. It's the main way a lot of these free brokers make money. They take your trade, your buy or sell order, and send it to these big Wall Street trading firms. Those firms then pay the app for sending them your business. Now here's the catch. The potential downside for you is that you might not get the absolute best price possible on your trade. We're talking about tiny fractions of a penny here, but over thousands of trades, it really adds up. It's a bit controversial, but it's something you just have to know about.
All right, let's get to our third and final filter. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all, the vault. And look, this isn't about whether your stocks go up or down. That's just market risk. This is about making sure the app itself is legit and that your money is fundamentally safe and sound.
Okay, so any investing app worth your time is going to have several layers of protection. First up, look for SIPC protection. Think of it like insurance for your investments. If the brokerage company itself goes out of business, your securities are insured up to $500,000. Next, for any cash you have just sitting in the account not invested, that's where FDIC insurance comes in. That's usually up to $250,000. Of course, all these companies are regulated by agencies like the SEC to make sure they're playing fair. And last but not least, the basics. Does it have stuff like two-factor authentication to keep hackers out of your account? It absolutely should.
And here's a really cool example of how that FDIC insurance works in the real world. A lot of modern apps, Robinhood included, have this thing called a cash sweep program. So if you have cash just sitting there, the app automatically spreads it across a bunch of different FDIC-insured banks. It's a feature that works in the background, but it gives you some serious peace of mind knowing your uninvested cash is protected.
So, we've gone through the vibe check, the price tag, and the vault. Once you've got these three things figured out, you're pretty much set. It gives you the confidence to stop just thinking about investing and actually, do it. So let's put it all together and make that final choice. Here it is, your super simple 4-step launch plan. Step 1, just pick a goal. What do you want? Something you can set and forget, like Acorns? An app that does everything like SoFi? Or do you actually want to get in there and learn the ropes with something like Webull? Step 2, based on that goal, pick one app. Seriously, don't download a bunch of them, you'll just get overwhelmed. Step 3, the magic step. Link your bank and set up a small recurring transfer. Even if it's just $20 a week, automating it is a total game changer. And finally, step 4, make your first buy. A great place to start is with a simple, low-cost S&P 500 ETF. It's diversified, it's easy, and it gets you in the game.
Look, at the end of the day, the perfect app is just the one you'll actually use. The real secret here isn't about finding some magical, perfect platform. It's just about getting started, because time is your most powerful tool. So the only question left is, which one are you going to download first?